Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Fang RC, back here again with a simple but informative video about my Typhon suspension that I just realized. I just realized about the suspension. Arrma ingenious design for this suspension, and even though it's I got cuts on my finger at work. See, my finger. Anyway, see, cuts all over me working. So even though it's plastic, is good quality plastic. You got your rock guard right here, pretty cool. And also you have this lock back here to keep the spring in place. Pretty cool. But what really very impressive. But I think the thing that really impressed me most is the way the shock itself is designed. I didn't realize that. Unlike the typical, like this one, actually I was gonna put this this spring here, but I didn't realize that this was a little bit diameter-wise wider. This is more narrow because this one is stiff. This is what I had in my my Traxxas Slash. All right, and this one is weak, but in the defense of this one, I drain out the shock oil from this because I was planning to put this in it 100 weight. All right, Team Low C 100 weight shock oil. You can see, like $5 at my local hobby shop. Yeah, so the plan was to put this stiff spring on this. All right, because as I said, I had this one a couple years ago. It was on my actually I just painted it last night at work. The color was red. I said the green would go with the green, but when I realized, you know what, I think the red would look better. But I can always repaint it, no big deal. But anyway, this is stiffer because this is an off the market spring that I did. Actually, I bought this spring out years ago at Home Depot, and it works awesome. You know, compared to like these conventional type spring where designed just like the spring of your car, your street cars, your regular street car. This one, but this one now was a universal spring that can I guess work for anything that whatever project you're working on, and if the diameter fit and the length, fine. So that was the springs for my okay, and the oil in this one I forgot, but it's not 100 weight. It's way lighter. Okay, and see, it's nice compared to this. So anyway, that was my plan. Spring off this one onto this, but I didn't realize that this one was bigger. This is longer, slightly longer, like quarter-inch longer, taller, which is awesome. But this one, diameter-wise, it's what do you say, more open, wider, bigger. All right, you get the idea. So that was my plan, but it's not gonna work. But most likely, this can work in this anyway, regardless. You understand? But I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with the green or go back to red or black. Okay, most likely I go back to black because I said I want to keep this all black. But since I have the green, the beautiful green here, I said, hey, why not? Okay, and I want to put these black too. So I don't know, maybe not. So, but the point of this video though, apart from that, the point I want to come across with this video is this: the ingenious idea. All right, design. Okay, how to open it? Okay. Get the pliers, grip it, but not too tight because regardless, it's plastic. It's a good plastic, but oh wait, it's slipping. It's still plastic. It's kind of slipping. Okay. All right. what I'm so impressed about this, and these now, if I would change this suspension, if I'm going to keep these, well, these suspensions are pretty nice. The only thing I want to change is the spring. So I'm going to try to get a spring for it, a stiffer spring. Because my setup here is not for off-road, it's for the blacktop. So I want to get stiffer springs. And once I get the stiffer springs, I'm going to clamp it. So bring it down to a little bit, you know, for the G-force. All right. I said in my unboxing video for this Typhon that I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but I'm not. But this little car right here have great potential for ice speed, for dragging, because I've seen guys use a dragon, and this car have great potential. The design is aerodynamic. The setup is awesome. The chassis is plastic, but is high quality plastic. As I said before when I did my unboxing video, if I was gonna go a slightly, well, I would say crazy. I was gonna say slightly crazy, but do some slight, upgrading it. The things I would do, if I was gonna do, as I said before, slightly upgrade on it, I would change definitely the suspension. Well, not the whole suspension, because I do love the way they design. I'm gonna get back to this, but the springs, make safer springs, and the axle. The axle is plastic and is like the design the Traxxas used to have back in the day, and it's pretty. I think they still have it, and them Rustler and the Slash and them smaller 110 car. So the axle all the way around, definitely middle axle, and also the drive shaft is plastic, that interlocking plastic, just like these axle, the interlocking. I don't know, but I think I just run it for now and see what happens. If they get ripped apart, well, because the power input in this thing is gonna be it's gonna be 6S system, 6S system, and really a damn good 6S system, a good brand. So it's gonna have some power to it, a lot of power. Anyway, so let me get back to this. Okay, so you see I took this off, right? This went over it, right? And then the cap, screw down, okay? Take that off. Spring come out. Pretty cool. And this stays together. I mean, there's no oil. I dumped the oil out just now. So, But unlike, as I said before, like the typical, Traxxas are, where you take the top off. All right, you hold this, take the top off, and then once this come off, it's a cap. So you can dump your oil out, or put whatever oil you want. But this one now, this one is different. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but let me see how well you can see. Okay, if you can see the way there's a kind of interlocking thing right there. Right, let me get something I can point. Okay, perfect. Right here, you see this, and this. The same things up here, kind of interlocking thing. And if you can see good, hope you can see good. This and this, right? So when it compresses like this, you can open or close. I think that is pretty awesome. I'm totally impressed because, and the plastic, as I said, is pretty good. So this thing won't get damaged that easy. This thing could take a really crazy beating, whether you're doing like hardcore bashing, you're jumping off things, you're flipping, you just go crazy back with the bashing. This thing can hold up to it. And this is plastic. So imagine if you get the same design for the Typhon from Arrma in aluminum. But when I check this out, I wouldn't even change this. If I must stick with these, as I said, the only concern of mine is this. I want to change the springs. They're too soft. All right. So if I can get the springs and put on this, the shock itself, I think is awesome. Really ingenious idea. Design from Arrma. All right. So let me see. So this is lock, right, clockwise for tightening, and counterclock open. So as I said before, you can see it's coming up. As I said before, I took out some of the I took out the oil because I want to put some underweight in it. See, so that's the way it looks. There's another thing that came to me just now, another design, another idea came to me. What just came to me just now is this. I want to make the springs shorter. You understand? So when I have them on, okay, I want to make them shorter. You understand? So by me making them shorter and using the same system, then I can drop the car lower. So I don't have to use external wire or a chain or whatever it is, a zip tie, whatever you use. I use chain. Like on my fifth scale, I use a chain. But whatever I'm gonna use to drop this, you'd have to see that. So my idea is this. It just came to me just now. You see the way this design, because once it's over here, once it's screwed, wait. This is how it moves. That's the motion. You see that motion? Once it screws all the way down, you lock it. The fluid in here, you lock it, and then the spring over it, and then the rest of the stuff. Oh, actually, you know what? I think this is for the top. I need this for the top. Yeah, this one I need this for the top. Okay. All right. So my idea this popped in my head just now. I know how I'm going to do it yet, but I think it should be a simple. Let me just wipe this off. It should be a simple fix. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I forgive my fingers, I got cut all over, so. All right, what I'm going to do, like that, see, because, let me show you one more time. Once it's locking, it's up and down motion, all right? That's how it works. So what I'm going to do, and this is the nut. See, there's a nut right here. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, you can see. There's a nut right here. I'm going to pull this nut. Right, put a nice like a plastic washer, a nice thick plastic washer between, let's cut between here and here. So to stop the shock body from going all the way up. So by me doing that now, see, I put it like there. See, I do like that. Then the shock itself, the shock body itself, going to be shorter and compresses the springs more, right? So then I will drop the car, able to drop the car without you seeing external chains or string or zip tie or whatever. So by doing this, there you go, I drop it. Just to limit the shock if I'm going all the way up like that. Because when you're driving and you know what I'm saying? It's I know. Instead of going like this, like that, then it limits it to where you stop. That's how you drop it. And this just came to me since I'm looking at it. It just came to me. But well, another ingenious thought, idea on my part. Yes, and as I said before in my videos, that if I see something that I get an idea or a concept from someone, a fellow YouTuber or anyone else, I will give them the credit. But this one now just came from my head as we speak. So if anyone have this car, let me say this, if anyone have this car and you think that about dropping, you're going to use this for a drag car or a high speed and you want to drop, keep the suspension, because I'm really, I give this thumbs up. This design is very impressive and the plastic is good quality. So if you have this and you want to drop your car because you're using for a drag, and I've seen a lot of guys for drag, and this car is pretty awesome, I tell you, pretty awesome, and speed run. If you're going to run drag or speed run, because this is not going to be an off-road car. As I said, I'm more into the speed side of things. All right, so this is going to be a blacktop car. So anyway, let me get to it. If anyone out there have the Typhon Mega or any of the Typhon series, because 99% of people, unless you're a kid or something like that, where once they buy this Typhon, like me myself, because it's what is it? Budget friendly. It's only $200. So you buy them and then you put in the power that you want to. Okay, so you'll get this car, you're gonna run for drag for high speed, and you want to drop the suspension without chaining it, or you know what I'm saying, the external chain or whatever you use to drop it. This idea just came to me, and I'm pitching it. I'm telling you guys, this is the spring, this the shock itself, the shock body itself. Screw and cap, take it off. What I'm gonna do, this is the bolt right here. Okay, you just hold this like this, hold the shaft, and then you just take it off. You understand? Okay, if you don't hold this, if you, see, actually, no, that's you know what? Yeah, because this is one piece. So, okay, well, you can use this. You can use, hold it or not, but hold it. Take this off, the nut, and then what I'm gonna do is this. Put something here, some kind of washer, but I'm gonna use not a flat washer though. I think maybe a 1/4 inch thick. I would say a washer or a piece or adapter or insert, whatever you want to call it, to so the shock itself body won't go all the way up like this. So when you're driving in that, like this, so it limits it how far it can go. It depends on how low you want to drop it. So how low you want to drop it is how thicker the piece, the insert, going to be. It's up to you. All right. It could be 1/4 inch thick. It could be 3/4. Up to you. Depends on how you want to drop it. So once you do that, now you put the cap back on, the bolt back on, and then once you put the body back on, right? Then what happened now? Because say for example, if you want to drop it to this way, that is that low, then the body gonna be right here once it's screwed on, and then the spring now when it go on. You see how long the spring is? Look. Say the body is right there. Say drop it like that. And the spring. Now, that's how much you're going to compress the spring. Because the spring is going to come all the way down to about here. Okay? So stiffer for speed runs. It's stiffer spring, better handling, and keep straight more. So good for straight line, better handling, and you won't roll over at high speed, because once the suspension is at the original height, which is taller, softer, when you increase the speed and a G-force get under it, the air get under it and stuff, it can flip it, it can lose control. But when your shock is shorter for high speed or drag, is better. Just like a street car, like my Mustang. I have a Mustang GT. My Mustang GT is lowered, because if Mustangs, they have at the original height, it is tall. And one of a Mustang, they know that the Mustang up there is set up, it's crazy tall. I don't know why they did that for a sports car, but so all the people, like I would say 95% of people I know of Mustangs are people I see. They always drop the Mustang, you know what I'm saying? For the look, for the stance, for the performance, for the, And if you're like me, which, I drive, I race sometimes, and I drive fast sometimes. But, gotta know where you're gonna drive fast and race, not on the street with the public, Well, for the most part, not. But anyway, so the same concept goes to these. Lowered, control the G-force, and control the handling and speed and everything else. All right, so that's my idea for that shock, and I just want to present this to you guys, and maybe someone will find this informative and helpful. And this, I'm thinking now to myself that this can work not just for this particular Typhon, but any other car, whether it's 5th scale, whether 10th scale, whether 8th scale, whatever. Once they have the same similar design shock body, then you can do the same modification to it to lower it if you want to. All right, and this just gave me another idea, because I lowered my Arrma crate in ADIS, but I did it with a chain. But Arrma did the same design, so that now just gave me the idea of lowering my Creighton, remove the chains, and do the same thing, the same concept of this one to it. It just came to me. So anyway, all right, people, I just want to present that to you. Oh, and first thing I should have said before we start, there's something I want to do in all my videos, right? But I should have done it when I first started, but I'm going to do it now. Let me take this time out. Let me take this moment to thank all, give a big shout out, to big respect. All right, and to say thanks to all my subscribers, the people who watch my channel, who support me, take the time out to watch my channel, watch my videos, and to click that subscribe button and the bell icon. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that, and thank you, and continue support, and I will continue dropping some nice videos. And as I said before, the videos will just get better and better and better. Because why it's gonna get better and better? I know that I don't incorporate a lot of speed runs in my videos, because I love to see speed runs. I just sit down, whenever I get a chance, if I'm at work and I'm home chilling, I go on YouTube, I just watch speed runs. And whenever I watch speed runs, I like it. I always give guys, sometimes I'm not gonna say, like certain channels I subscribe to. Like all my subscribers who subscribe to me, I subscribe right back to them. You understand? If I see someone, a new subscriber, I just go to their channel and I subscribe back to them, and I check their videos out and I give them like, thumbs up, and I make comments. All right, because support each other. That's the way it goes. Support each other. You support me, I support you, and it's a chain of event. It's a networking. Basically, that's what it's networking. Support this guy support you. So it just go like that. So your channel grow, my channel grow. That's how this thing works. So to all the people that subscribe to me, if you look, you will see that I also subscribes back to you, and I also click the bell icon because I want to see your videos too, and I want to support your channel too. So thank you for your support. And I was saying something before. The speedrun videos, you will see more speedrun for the next few months down the line. You will see some awesome speedruns, because I'm in the process of moving, and where I'm going, the state I'm moving to, they have more accessibility, more tracks, more places, awesome places I can go and do speed runs, and they have more clubs, car clubs, where you can get hooked up to. You have indoor spot where you can run, indoor tracks, outdoor tracks, beautiful stretch of roads where I can do some awesome speed runs, 100+ miles per hour. So stick with me. As I said, you're gonna see more cool stuff, and I'll get some more cool cars. I think I'm gonna kind of ease off for a little bit for next, until I don't know, maybe until the end of the year, and like unbox and buying cars, because as I said, I'm in the process of moving come summer. So I gotta save my coins for that move. So I have one more car to present to my channel. One more car, because I put this in layaway with that car. So it was two of them in layaway, and I got this one. Cause this one is cheap, as I said, budget friendly, only $200. So I got something that's coming. All right, and let me say, so I say, I was gonna say it was a surprise, but nah. So my audience my subscribers, my audience could, and anyone who come across this channel can, say, okay, I can't wait to see that one. So, they can check in from time to time to see, what's going on. But anyway, my next car I'm gonna introduce to my channel is the one and only Arrma, the King Arrma Limitless. That's the one I'm getting. All right, so I'm gonna pick it up pretty soon, maybe next week or so, I don't know. All right, and once I got that Arrma, limitless. I also have the ESC combo sitting waiting for it, and it's gonna be it's not Arrma, it's not Arrma design. The combo, the system combo, motor ESC combo is something else, and you may surprise what I'm gonna use, but okay, so that's it. All right, so let me close my video by saying again, thank you to my subscribers. Keep on supporting, and I will keep on dropping cool, informative video, okay? Just like this one. I think this one is very informative. I think so, because the suspension, I just learned something about. I just learned about it today, because I said I was going to change the spring in it, but I realized the spring is too, that diameter-wise, it won't fit, okay? So basically, this is the Arrma Typhon shock, and I think shock and spring, okay, well combined together, just like the cars. Is a shock, but when it's separated now, the shock body and the spring. Well, oh well, but you get it. But it's pretty ingenious design. I like it, and as I said, even though it's plastic, the plastic is good. All right. The only thing I said I want to change is this. It's not strong enough for me, but I may not even change it, because when I do my modification on it, it's gonna compress it, so it's gonna make it even more put more resistance to it. So I don't think I ever change it. The only thing I have to do is just do my modification to this. Okay, what I explained before. All right. So, as always, this is FangRC. That is me. That is I. And I will see you in the next video. Okay. I hope you guys find this very informative. Okay. Peace.